So we're here under the Suzuki. Now you're going to want to locate your rear exhaust. You're going to come right back here. You're going to be looking right there for the refill drain plug. You want to start here just in case this is stripped and doesn't come out. You don't want to drain your fluid and be without a vehicle. And mine looks pretty rusted. So how I getting to mine is with a 3-inch swivel socket, and then a 6-inch, and it's a 3/8 opening. So if you got one like mine that's pretty rusted out, what I like to do is get it set up in there as back as far as flush as you possibly can, like so, and then hit it with a hammer to drive it in as further back as you can, because again, you don't want to strip it even further. Okay. Another tip is you want your car to be as level as possible. So unless you have a lift, or if you're doing it at home, have a bunch of jack stands. That's a good way to do it, but I only have 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this and then lower the vehicle flat to the ground and let the rest of it just drain out. You have no really room to put your arms anywhere. Yeah, you can't see anything, but yeah, you get the picture. You get the point. So there's that one. And you're going to want to move to the front. I should say the back. And there, you're going to remove that one. This one doesn't really require an extension or anything. You just here we go. Now whenever you're done, you get some paper towels. You want to see there's a magnet on the end of this plug right here, and you want to make sure there's no large metal chunks, which I don't foresee mine having. Like I said, we'll check that here in a second. Now I'm going to go ahead and lower my vehicle and level it out so the fluid comes this way and not right now it's pushed to that side. All right, so while that's draining real quick, so according to the manual, you need 80W90. I accidentally bought 7590, but I'm still going to use it. It's not too much of a difference. Also, in order to get to that drain plug, you're going to need, I just use some regular line from like a fish tank. But yeah, you're going to want to connect it to here because you're never going to get this bottle through there. Alright, yep, like I said, you want to look for large shavings, which I don't see anything. It looks really good. Clean it up really nice. Yeah, that's what the magnet will look like. Now, what I did was to level out my vehicle, I went ahead and jacked up the front end, put them on jack stands, and did the same for the rear, just using the jack. Now, to refill it, I'm going to put the drain plugs back in. Oh, it's thick. It's 9 years old. I don't know the exact maintenance intervals, but it's definitely should be done before 9 years, I would think. So as I was saying, that you're not going to be able to fit this bottle up there. So I'm kind of try to get this whole tube thing to work. It's not looking too promising, honestly. Put it down in there. Oh, this is, I might have to cut this down. It's a little too long, but we'll try to make it work. And we are flowing. Now you want to go slow because like when you push it up in there, you might just hit the gears and they might pour back out, so you don't want to spill as less as possible. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing there. Alright, so one thing I had to change up was I switched to this, instead of using the smaller hose, I went to a 3/8 hose. I'm going to try that one, see if that one works better. The smaller one just kept slipping off. Oh yeah, so far working so much better. Surprised it ain't running out by now. Usually it's dripping out. Alright, so after it's all filled up, you want to see a steady stream like that. You definitely don't want to waste this stuff because it's not cheap, but you also don't want to overfill it because once this fluid, once it gets hot and it expands, you don't want to blow any seals or anything. But that's how you know it's full, is when you get a nice steady stream and you just kind of want to wait for it to level off. You want it to be very thin before you plug it. Like that looks good right there. Alright, well, anyways, so yeah, that's how you do it. I'll be right back when I get that plug fished out of the drain. So if you're still with me, I want to thank you guys for watching. This is my first time doing it, so this was all trial and error for me. I did it the hardest way with everything went wrong for me, so you guys can do it right the first time. Here's the hose that I used. It's let me shut this off for you guys. It's 3/8 hose. I mean, you can use a clear. I only had this. I like to make my own fuel line, so that works great for that. So anyways, like I said, that's the tools you're going to need. Yeah, I wouldn't use it. I'd use this. It's kind of what my setup looks like. I used a full bottle, and then I don't know, probably 100 milliliters of this bottle, maybe 150. So anyways, like I said, thanks for watching. And now you can change your own rear differential fluid yourself the easy way.